Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Brooke. Hello. And if you're a regular, then welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about some Zodiac stuff, and also for my old subscribers, kind of just to give a life update. So I'm going to do that at the end of the video so that those who don't know me don't have to listen to me talk about myself. But if you care and you want to hear, then stay tuned till the end. I'm just going to do an update. It's been 4 months since my last video, so I feel like that kind of needs a little bit of an explanation, so no worries, we'll get to that. So yeah, let's just get started. I want to talk about my favorite thing about your zodiac sign. So I did a what I think of your zodiac sign video. I'll put that up here. I mean, it was one of my last videos I did, so it was like 4 or 5 months ago. And it was really fun and I got a really good response, but there was some people, mainly Geminis and Virgos, who were like kind of upset because they felt like I was rude or whatever, and I tried to make it clear that I wasn't trying to be, I was just giving my opinion, and obviously like there's a ton of other stuff that influences who you are regardless of your sun sign. So I thought we would do a more like positive, like I'm not going to say anything that I dislike about your sign, I'm just going to say what I love about it in this video, so that way we can start back up with a positive view and kind of just get started. So yeah, so I'll start just from the top of the zodiac sign. We'll start with Aries. So I'll preface with my signs for those who don't know. I am an Aries sun. I have a Pisces moon and I have a Taurus rising. I have a lot of other stuff too, obviously. But yeah, I'll put a picture of my chart up here so you guys can kind of look at it, and if you know a lot about it, you can decipher it and maybe know why I feel these ways about the people. But for Aries, so I feel like for Aries, there's a strong difference between Aries men and Aries women. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like generally I can really see a difference. But Aries are so fun, like, so ready to party. Like, they've got that, like, kind of spontaneousness to them, which can be like, obviously can lead to bad things, but like such a good trait to have as a friend, because it's like they're the people who will be like, let's go on an adventure at like midnight. Like, they're so much fun and just like so great, and it's kind of cute how fiery they get. They can get real fired up, and I think they're really protective of their friends. So I think Aries are really good friends to have. Like, they'll fight for you. So next is good old Pisces, which, if you guys watched my last video, was my favorite sign. I'd say, no, it wasn't my favorite sign, oh my god. It was one of my favorite signs. I think it was like my second favorite, but Pisces are just so nice. I love Pisces so much. I obviously have Pisces moon, so I love it. I love how just like kind and like soft and dreamy, and like they're the people who will have the wildest dreams and they'll follow their dreams, and they're just so fun and like emotional, and like I love that, just so artsy. I feel like the most creative people are like, they have Pisces somewhere in their chart, like just such wonderful people. I love it. I've never met a Pisces that I didn't like, genuinely. I've always loved Pisces. Next is Taurus. Taurus I love because they have this like hot chocolate feel to them, which I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but they feel like sitting under a blanket with hot chocolate, or like camping, which is great feelings for me. I love that. Like, they're just sweet, genuine, down-to-earth people, just so warm, and like I feel like you really can feel that just around them. You just feel secure and like safe. It just feels really like home to me. So Taurus, you guys calm me down a lot too. Like, personally, I can be very, like, I have my Aries in my Pisces, so I'm always like, either like, I always joke and say I'm either like yelling or crying, which is pretty accurate. Like, I'm a lot of emotions, and Taurus energies just like kind of balance it and kind of just bring me back to earth, and they're just like, hey, breathe, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the thing I'm supposed to do. Okay, next sign is Gemini, and Geminis can be really fun partiers too. I always feel like they're always ready to have a good time with their friends, and like they're also really hard workers. Like, they're the kind of people who could like go out on a Friday night and like go partying and go to the clubs and stuff, but then come to work the next day and like do a kick-ass job at their work. So although like I have said in the past, I don't super vibe with Geminis, and I'm not sure why that is, but I have found a lot of Geminis who I really do adore and love so much. So that's been a really fun blessing to get to know them and kind of see that side of them. But they're just really fun. Like they're hard workers, but they can have a good time still, which I think is a really good balance to have. Next is Cancer. I love Cancer so much. Cancers, my favorite thing about them are that they're very, very like protective of their family and friends, and like so sweet, just like so kind and like nurturing. And I feel like every Cancer gives really good hugs. I don't know why, but I feel like that's just something I've noticed, and they're just so sweet and I love them. They just make me feel soft, and like one of my good friends, Jonah, is a Cancer, and I just love him so much. He's just so soft and comforting, and Cancers just will take care of you. They're like big teddy bears, and I really like that. Next is Leo. So Leos were my favorite sign when I did like the ranking the zodiac signs. I always tend to be very attracted to Leos, and they just have a really great energy. So I think my favorite thing about Leos, I like a lot of things about them, but my favorite thing is that while they are very strong, independent, and confident, they kind of are soft deep down, and like I feel like they're very proud and secure in themselves, but at the end of the night they kind of need someone to snuggle. So I feel like that secret softness under their not hard shell but tough exterior, it's very endearing, and I just think it's so sweet and cute, and it adds like a cute little small quality to a very like Leos have just such a big strong energy regardless of like their actual size. They have this like largeness to them, which is just really cool to have that soft side underneath. Next is Virgo, and Virgos, my favorite thing about them is that they are such hard workers. They are always in charge because they're so organized, and like I can't even imagine being that organized. Like I don't know how you get to that, but they are so organized. And like I do theater, and I swear every stage manager is a Virgo. It's crazy. And like theater, if you guys don't know, like a stage manager in theater handles a lot of organization. They kind of keep everyone doing their shit together. Like they keep everyone on point, and you know, if I don't know what I'm saying, but they keep everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they're just really good leaders. And I'm playing with a hair tie, I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, they're so in charge, they're so organized. They don't have a problem like telling people what they should be doing. Like I struggle with that so much. I think my Pisces moon is always like, everyone will be mad at you if you tell them to do their job. But like Virgos have no problem. Like they'll just tell you like, hey, you need to do this, which is like really cool. I think that's very strong that they can do that. Next is Libras. Libras are very interesting. I've gotten a very good like new view on Libras recently. Because I don't feel like I knew very many of them, but then for like some shows I was doing, I got very close to a couple of Libras, and so that was really interesting. Libras are super dynamic, and like I feel like it's really hard to understand them personally, but I always vibe really well with them. Like just there's always like a really good, easy connection that happens. I think my favorite thing about Libras is probably, I don't want to like repeat myself, but they're really fun too, like similar to, I don't know who I was talking about, kind of similar to Geminis. They're very, very fun, but they take their work seriously, and they can be very, very nurturing, but at the same time they can also kind of be stern, but it doesn't come off harsh when they do it. I don't know if that makes sense, or if any Libra out there, if you guys like connect with that, but with my experience with the Libras I've gotten to know, very nurturing, like maternal, and they still have this like authority, like this respect to them, but they don't have to like be rude to get it. They just like kind of own it, and they have their like nurturingness to them, like very loving. So I think that's a really good thing to have. But yeah, Libras are so dynamic. Like they have so much going on. I don't know, I love it. Next is Scorpio. Scorpios I love. I've always loved Scorpios. I think my favorite thing about Scorpios is they're kind of their like, I don't want to say their dark sense of humor, but they have this like quietness to them. It's so hard. Scorpios are they're very interesting people. They just have this like spooky vibe to them. I don't know, I just love it. Like they have this like one of my close friends who's a Scorpio, she is like quiet and has this like kind of monotone voice to her, and she has like kind of dry comedy, but I think it works so well and it's so funny. Just like, it's not dark comedy, it's just like kind of like monotoned, and that makes it 10 times funnier. I think they're so funny, and like I think some people can think they're harsh, but it doesn't come off to me as harsh. I think it's just like, they just have a great sense of humor. I'm rambling, but they have a great sense of humor, and it just always really gets me. Next is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is probably the funnest of the zodiac signs, like willing to have the craziest parties and just do the most. Like I love that they're so into having a good time and adventures, because I'm a very adventurous person as well. So I've had a couple of poor experiences with Sagittarius people, so I think that's clouded my judgment. But I still believe that Sagittarius people, the good ones, are very fun and adventurous and just a really good time. So yeah. Next is Capricorn, and I feel like there's a strong difference between Capricorn men and Capricorn women, but both are so organized. One of my good friends is a Capricorn, and I'm like, I could literally never live with a Capricorn because they would hate me. I'm so not organized, and I enjoy just like being able to not be stressed about organization, but I really admire how organized they are, and like it's just so put together and it looks so great, and they're just, I feel like they're really always on top of their game. Like they're always just like doing their best and like very put together. Although even if they're not like put together, they always seem put together. They always like kind of act like it, and it's a very like subtle, like not trying to act put together, but just seeming that way. And it's probably from the organization, but it's really like, I really like it. And finally, Aquarius. I love Aquarius. My favorite thing about Aquarius is that they're kind of hippies at heart and flowy and looking for adventures, but different adventures than Sagittarius. Like just more of a, I don't know, like a earthy nature kind of experience. Like always looking to connect with the world around them, and they're also very creative. I think them and Pisces are so similar, but emotionally very different. I don't know. I think they're really cool. But yeah, Aquarius, I love that they're hippies and they're always kind of mystical, because I love that. That's like me, but I'm not Aquarius at all. Actually, I am. I am so Aquarius. I don't know what I'm saying. Here, I'll pull up my chart really fast, because that's all the signs. And I know I totally put Pisces in the wrong place. It was very out of, I don't know, I was just thinking Aries and Pisces connecting, and I wasn't thinking of Lynn, so it's fine. So my chart, I'm on CoStar, so I'll pull up my chart. I am only 5 different signs in my entire chart. The most are Aries. I have my Sun, my Mars, my Saturn, and my Mercury all in Aries. I have 3. I have Neptune, Uranus, and Venus in Aquarius. And I have my Jupiter and my Moon in Pisces. My Pluto is Sag, and my Ascendant is Taurus. So I am only 5 signs, really. But my boyfriend is like 11 different signs, I think, which is crazy. But I think it makes sense looking at him. But yeah, so I'm quite Aquarius thinking about it. So yeah, that is it for the zodiac signs. I'm gonna do my life update now, so if you guys don't care, feel free to just like subscribe and like the video if you liked it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video, and make sure to comment, tell me what your sign is, and tell me if this resonated with you. And if you don't know your moon sign or any of your other signs, either get CoStar or just look up your natal birth chart. It's very, very interesting, and it helps if you don't feel like you're connecting with your sun sign, which is like your major, like I'm an Aries sun. It's like what everyone knows. If you feel like I've always felt like I'm way too emotional and soft and sensitive to be an Aries, and then when I found out I was a Pisces moon, I was like, oh, well that makes sense, you know? So just check that out and see. It might resonate a little better with you. So for my life update, I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about what I've been up to, where I've been, that kind of stuff, because I did kind of just like drop off unexpected for 4 months, which you guys have questions about, so I thought I'd answer. So, basically, an easy way of looking at it, I stopped doing YouTube videos. I didn't know if I wanted to stop forever or if I just wanted to take a break, so I just stopped because it was not great for me mental health-wise. I struggle with mental health quite a bit, but I don't like to talk about it too much, which I think is something I'd like to talk about more, because it's nothing to like not talk about. Like, it's fine. Lots of people like experience mental health issues. But it was to a point where like daily I would like check my comments and they would be so negative and really hurtful, and it would like literally physically take an impact on me, and I was just like, why am I even making videos if people are just gonna say mean things, and like I'm not just gonna make videos for people to be rude to me. Like, why would I do that? So I just stopped doing videos. It was a lot of my eczema videos, which is like already hard to do and like film because it's like very personal and like vulnerable, but people were saying either like I didn't know what I was talking about because my eczema's fine, and like obviously I don't know how bad it is, or like I don't understand, and I'm like, well, check out any of my older videos and you'll see it was really, really bad at once. Or telling me like, you have this, or you are gluten intolerant, like telling me what it is, and it's like just very aggressive, and it's like, you saw 7 minutes of my life, you don't know what I am. Like, it just, people were acting like I was stupid, like I didn't know how to like look at the internet and help myself, but there were a lot of people who were genuinely trying to help, which was just so comforting and so nice, which I love and I appreciate. So that just kind of kept getting to me, and there was a lot of times where people would share their stories with me, and they were just so, just like heavy stories of like people wanting to kill themselves, or like all this horrible stuff that was just like really, really, really affecting me, because I was like trying to get better and keep my mind space in a positive, like I'm gonna get better, like my eczema is gonna heal, all this stuff, and I would want to connect and help other people, but it was just making me feel guilty for healing, and a lot of just really heavy stuff that wasn't helping my mental health or my physical health. So I just thought I would take a break and come back, and it really did help to like refresh my body and my mind, and so yeah, I don't want people to stop telling me things they want to tell me, and I want people to have my mind and experiences as a place to like confide in, because it's really hard. Like, I don't know anybody in my life who has eczema, so having this online capability of talking to each other and connecting is so important. So I don't want people to stop messaging me. I want people to keep messaging me, but like, if you do, just like keep in mind I'm a person also, and like I am very sensitive, and those things do have an effect on me. Yeah, I've also just been really, really busy with school and stuff, so that kind of kept me from coming back to YouTube. But now I'm back, and I'd like to do some stuff. So, I would like to hear from you guys. I'll do a poll up here if I can figure out how to do that. Because I have a lot of different interests. Like, I like talking about eczema, I like talking about makeup and skincare and beauty, I like talking about spiritual stuff like tarot and zodiac signs, and I'm an actor and I sing, so those things would be fun too. So I guess, like, would you guys enjoy all of my interests on this channel, or do you guys prefer just eczema and beauty, or, you know, kind of just what are you thinking? So I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. I will put that on a poll or something. And yeah, so that is basically it. I will see you guys next time. I would like to be posting videos once a week at least, so please give me some video requests down below. I have a new makeup area that's really, really cute, and it's like my favorite I've had in a really long time. So if you want to see like a makeup area tour, let me know, and we can just get started on videos. Just like send me requests, guys. I want to do what you want to see. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.